make it up as we go, man. Come on, that's what we do best.
Oh, man.
I don't know what you want to do right now.
Is this already on, dog?
Man, I hit it. I think you need to adjust your street. You look, because you got a pointed shoulder, man. But you're like, in real life, you look like you filled out.
That's true. You notice that?
Right now, you look like...
I'm trying to get into the picture, bro.
Like, you look skinny and I look fat. But in real life, man, like... Do you remember when we went out for dinner, and we were sitting there, and those fine older kiddies came up and were like, "Can we take a picture? Like, oh, like what fitness magazine are you guys published in?" You remember that?
When was this? I think I remember.
When we had the Thespian Thoughts Christmas
party.
Yeah,
at the Istanbul Kebab House. I think that's what it's called. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But great place.
Yeah, and they were talking about us, and the one girl looks at you and was like, "Didn't I see your face in a magazine or something?" Do you remember that?
Yeah, because she spoke exactly like that. That's why now I get now I recollect.
Yeah.
And the other one, what did the other one say to you?
She's like, "Are you gonna eat that?" I was like, "Yeah." And we ate it. Speaking of which, man, like that, it's a good lead into what we want to give to y'all today. Just an extra little review, because I think that's, it's like, I feel like we are the water, and they are the thirsty peasant or people. Yeah. And we just want to quench your thirst. So
we're starting a new review. We're gonna do like a restaurant review before our Thespian Thoughts review.
Right.
And
where we go to the restaurant, we play a game of chess, and we eat their food.
Well, we might play chess, but it's mostly about the food that we eat and the ambiance and everything.
That sums up T and I's relationship. We do this once a week or once every couple weeks. Yeah. We go for dinner once in a while, and we talk about playing chess.
Yeah, but we never do.
Never do.
Never do. We almost did that one time, and then you had to turn around. Remember, you were going to meet me for coffee after our polar dip?
Yeah, and then the sister-in-law.
And then you're like,
yeah. Dead battery.
Dead battery, that time.
Yeah. For all you fellas out there, let's. I know, the majority of our listeners are women.
Yeah, obviously.
Probably. For all you fellas out there, listen. You ever want to be like looked at as like a wizard in front of your girl? Just learn how to charge a battery and change a tire. All of a sudden, it's like you get bumped up to the next level. They think you're like a full-on mechanic. How did you do that? Listen, it'd take me too long to get into. Anyway,
so listen. The restaurant that we went to, now we kind of forget the name of the restaurant, but it goes something like this. It's some type of an Istanbul or Turkish kebab house at Yonge and Eglinton, just east of Yonge. Yeah. It's pretty new.
Because there's not a lot of kebab places in Toronto.
No, okay. On Yonge and Eglinton, there's just the one, bro.
Okay.
Yes, okay. And Case and I went there for our mega bash, super end of the year Christmas party. It was a huge thing. Yeah. Everyone from the company was there. Everybody. Well, talent only. But it was everybody.
Yeah.
And how was the ambiance? There was a nice ambiance in there. Very lit up.
It was very lit up. Some people may say that, hey, man, too lit up. I like, the lights dimmed, but I just like to see your face.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wanted to, I sat right across from you, gazed in your eyes, and ate some Turkish meats. What did we order?
The party platter for two?
Yeah. It was pretty much a meat platter.
The mix set.
Yeah, it had maybe 5 or 6 different types of meats.
Yeah, extra hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Oh yeah. Some grilled peppers, tomatoes. Yep, and some bulgur. You know what bulgur is?
No.
I don't think you even had any bulgur. You just had the meat, bro.
What was bulgur?
It's like a rice type of
Did you eat my bulgur?
No, I didn't eat your bulgur. But it was really good. I would highly recommend it. I've been there probably 3-4 times since then.
Yeah.
Without you.
Before and since.
Yeah. But I've been, really good. All right.
So that's the review. Hey, so let's get into the potatoes.
Okay.
Hey?
Yeah. What movie are we doing this week?
Would this be the meat? Because I feel like that review was the potatoes, and now we're like getting into meat.
Oh no, that was the appetizer.
Oh, right. And now we're eating meat and potatoes right now.
Yes.
What about for the vegetarians out there?
They would also have an appetizer, but their main would be, I don't know, like their just potatoes, I guess.
Let's just get into, but like,
we don't want to offend anybody.
For the vegetarians, I'm talking like scalloped potatoes, like really like,
Yams.
and you're just like, so good.
Yeah.
Now for the vegans out there, I don't have anything cool for you guys. I don't know. Yeah, I like sweet potatoes with some salt and pepper, maybe some other, like roasted. Like those are really good.
And organically sourced salt, cruelty friendly.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want the salt to be
No, you don't.
racist or I don't know.
Why would salt? Why would you have to bring race into this podcast, man?
I just feel like vegans are really worried about cruelty-free salt. That's all. I don't know where I went with that. Because salt is white.
Hey,
Salt's all white. So
what about pink salt? Like pink Himalayan salt?
it's mostly white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
It's like a redhead.
It's one of those like, how old were you when you found out? I was, I think it was 26 when I found out, when people were like talking about races, that it was like more of like a skin color thing. I thought it was like track athletes. 26.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
sweet, like, oh yeah, like what a racist. I was like, oh sweet, like I'd be like, oh man, that guy's so cool, like.
Let's move into that. Let's get into that. Let's get back on subject.
Okay.
All right. So this episode we're doing Army of Darkness, which was picked by Case Longo. Not my pick.
Why would you have to come out and say that like that?
Not my pick.
I think I also picked. I mean, we agreed on Con Air.
Oh, Con Air, that was a great pick.
My boy.
Dude, that was.
You want to just redo that one? I feel like we could do a
You
whole
should
nother hour on
rewatch
that.
Con Air.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I can't wait till next Halloween, and we should both dress
What
up
was that?
like.
Was that how happy you were? Was that that was really cool.
We should both dress up like
Nick Cage?
Nick Cage and Con Air.
Dang,
Oh man, how cool was that?
I want to be Cusack though, man.
Okay.
All right. You're Nick Cage, I'm Cusack.
Done.
We're like, we're against each other, but we're together. Hey?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you could do Steve Buscemi.
That's
You know what's funny?
What's
The
that?
most vile person in that movie is the one that just got away. Steve Buscemi.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe that was a just with the plane crash and all that crazy stuff. Maybe that was enough for him to be like, you know what? Maybe
I'm done with raping and killing.
maybe I should, pursue like older women or women like above the age of 18.
And not rape and kill them.
Yeah.
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 We
Anyway.
just have a nice conversation.
Yeah. Hey, dare to dream.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what happens in the Army of Darkness? Can you get us into this?
What? I feel like Army of Darkness is the third movie in the, I want to say trilogy. I know since Army of Darkness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I thought it was standalone. I didn't know what was going
You
on.
think it just opened up with that
Yes.
that 3-minute recap of everything that's happened? No, those are two movies. So
Oh.
Evil Dead movies. Evil
Oh.
Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and the
I had
third
no idea.
movie in the trilogy.
Because the funny thing is, 10, 15 minutes into the movie, I was like, there's no backstory. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so the reason why I felt like this was a good choice for our podcast is because out of the 3 movies, it's just the other 2 movies are the same. They're funny. It's meant to be scary.
It's like a cult classic, right?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Bruce Campbell, total legend. Have you ever seen him before?
I have seen him before, but he's not in many movies anymore, right?
Well, he's older now. He's old. I think he did a TV show too. I know they're coming out with a new Evil Dead movie. Again, I said trilogy, but with a few question marks because post Evil Dead, there have been several other movies released. So I think even I think last year there was a movie released. Anyways, I haven't seen it, but so this movie. Kind of a backstory. There was an evil book in the first and the second one, and it just does all this crazy stuff and really messes with what's Ash? Ash is the lead's name,
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Campbell's name in the movie. And anyways, he loses an arm, and this
Chops it off
Yeah, chops it off.
with his chainsaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
And then the book somehow sends him, in the beginning of the movie, the book somehow sends him back in time, in the time of like knights and
Medieval ages.
medieval ages. And He arrives there with his car.
Medieval times.
Medieval times,
Hey?
yeah.
Listen, let me tell you a quick story. Let me just kind of veer off the path. Not that we do this often, but I'm going to veer. So I guess, I don't know if you'd say recently moved from Vancouver Island, but I moved a year.
From Nanaimo.
Nanaimo.
What an exotic place.
Yeah, a lot of, two stories. Okay, I'm gonna veer off the veer.
Let's keep it short.
Man, I'll tell you, when I first got to Nanaimo, so Vancouver Island, I got off the ferry, and it was just weird. Everyone's like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, good." And in my head, I was expecting everyone to be like, "Welcome to the island, man. Welcome, welcome."
Right.
Nobody talks like that.
No.
So if you've never been there, don't expect it to show up and people be talking like this.
Only on some islands they talk like that.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a cool.
This must have been a shock.
Was a shock. Here, let me go back on the first year. So I moved here, and one of the things that I was kind of on the fence on whether or not I was going to move to Toronto, and one of the things that my boy had said to me, he's like, "Listen, man, like, I've been trying for months now to kind of put a few cool little nuggets in your ear about what there is to do here, how much fun you'll have, how cool it'll be.
We'll be hanging with Drake, Vince Carter,
which is kind of cool because we do meet Drake. So Drake, T, and I, we always meet at the top of the CN Tower. It's pretty cool.
Just to do a Toronto thing.
Just to dap each other up, and pretty cool. But anyway,
old friends.
Yes, very old, like new old friends, right? Like old. Because we're like, anyway, I won't get into that.
He always says that. It's kind of annoying, right?
I know,
like,
but
hey,
you gotta
cut it out.
Love him though.
Yeah.
No, hey, treasure. And one of the things that I think the thing that put me over the edge was when you were like, "Listen, my boy, like I know you're coming here. You don't have a job. You got to kind of start over again in many ways. You come down here, I'm gonna take you to medieval times." Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?"
I
You're
remember
like,
that.
it's an arena. You eat dinner. You become a knight.
You cheer for a night.
So that snowballed into a business idea that T and I have that we're still developing. So if you're watching this and you've got about $45, $45 will give you roughly 22% of our company.
You can email the money to us.
Email transfer, yeah. So it's called Medieval Knights, and wait, what did we call it again? Yeah, Medieval Knights, but knight is spelled N-I-G-H-T.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're male dancers.
That's right.
And so what the kind of plan
Erotic male dancers.
Erotic male dancers that we're going to actually be knights, so we'll be part of the Medieval Knight show.
Boom.
But then afterwards, we'll just be like, with half of our like equipment. What do you call the knight equipment?
Armor?
Yeah, our armor. Right. Half of our like chain armor on and just like totally sweaty and
swords.
And then hey, medieval knights.
That's right.
So again, 22% of the company, roughly $40 will do, $45. Yeah. If you're wondering what that money will be used for, T and I will probably go for a nice lunch, maybe to our Turkish, or maybe dinner thing.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway. Let's get back on track.
So he ends up back in time. He arrives in the middle of nowhere, and there's like a bunch of knights that they're going to war. These knights in silver armor end up arresting him, Ash, and along with like Jimmy the Red, or who's the other guy?
Oh yeah, something like that.
Some guy in red armor.
Yeah.
And his posse.
The opposition.
The opposition posse, the red posse, and they bring him into the castle. And apparently you learn there's some weird evil things going on. And there's a Merlin type of dude who kind of has an idea of how he got there. Yes, and the guy looks like Merlin, and the other guy, the head of the castle, is Arthur. Right? Yeah. So it's like kind of plays off of that whole King Arthur and the Round Table storyline. But I mean, it doesn't ever go into that. But you kind of get the sense, the feeling that that's what they're touching on. And then Arthur, the silver armor dudes are like, okay, let's throw this guy and the red team into the pits. Yeah, because they want to wipe out their enemy. And kind of to preface this whole thing, let's just say that Ash, total badass, eh? He looked pretty badass. And I was surprised how good looking he was. Is he like in the first two movies, is he more like
No, he's like this.
Same way?
Yeah, he's like funny and
Okay.
like very manly. The budget though, I was reading that the budget was like quite a bit more for this film.
Okay.
So I don't know. The quality of the film itself, like it has that like je ne sais quoi, like that newer, a lot more light than the other two. Okay. Anyway,
so they throw Ash in the pit, and Ash is like, dude,
wait. They throw a guy in the pit.
They throw a guy, and then some random guy in the pit.
Tunnel of blood comes
spurting out. So now Ash is freaking out. He's like, listen, I'm not with the red team. I don't want anything to do with this. I just want to go back home. And Merlin's in the corner like, oh, this guy's from the future. Yeah. Anyways, they throw Ash in the pit, and luckily he has... Merlin throws him the chainsaw?
So Ash is in the pit, and there's demons down there.
Yeah, there's like a witch down there, and there's some weird-looking demons.
Yeah, and he's battling. And
Ash starts kicking ass.
Ash starts kicking some ash.
Yeah.
And
and he gets out somehow. And then everyone's like, oh, damn, this guy's good. And all the honeys in the castle, because they were hating on him at first. Yeah. All of a sudden, boom, they're like, Ash is boy.
Hey, man, like, listen.
They're loving it.
Yeah, you know me, because when he did that and he climbed out, I was like, damn.
What do you mean?
Like, just like, I was like, damn. Like, when because he kind of, like, all the honeys were like, damn. And I love honeys. And then I was like, but when he climbed out and I saw that chainsaw go boom on the ledge and he pulled himself out, I was just like.
What if it was you and Ash in the pit and no one's there? What do you think would happen?
Like, are we playing, like, good guy, bad guy?
No, I was just wondering what would happen. Because you're all, like...
Depends. Like, have I been training for quite a while? Like, what are we talking about? Like, am I, like, top fit, like, ready to go?
You know what? Never mind. Okay, let's move on, all right?
Okay. All right. I was just saying that he climbs out of the pit. I was just like, Sam.
Okay, I got it. That's cool.
That's like, cool. Whatever. I mean,
that's cool.
Anyway, you talk, because I love honeys. I love honeys.
Trying to convince me.
Shoot. I love those. And
those medieval honeys.
Yeah, those many. Oh, take a shower, girl. Like, we don't have showers. Like, damn, I don't even care. Damn, I love honeys. Anyway, climbs out and then just like immediately is a boss.
Yeah, started running shit. Started like telling people what to do.
Yeah, you like that. Who's next? Who's next?
You cut your hair. You go wash your face.
yeah. And he lets the bad guys go. Yeah. Wait, he's got a few.
The red team like, okay, you get out of here.
Yeah, and then one of the things that this movie in particular is known for is they do these like shots where they zoom into him and then he has like this just cool one-liner.
Oh yeah. He had a lot of good one-liners. I'll give you that.
He did. That's part of like his like character.
Yeah.
And I wish I could recite the one-liner that he has coming out, but I have not.
I don't remember any of the one-liners. And then the shot goes, he's laying down and like 5 or 6 honeys, like the finest medieval honeys, you know what I'm saying? Like they've got probably armpit hair, toenails are gigantic, teeth are probably rotting. But for medieval times, these are the finest. These are like Victoria's Secret medieval honeys.
Oh, but Victoria's Secret just got released.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what was that?
It's like the first Victoria's Secret
ever.
Damn. Yeah.
The girl who, so there was a girl who lost her brother. We find that out because as he was
she's like some high nobility type lady.
Yeah, exactly. And she's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
Woo!
Yeah,
and she was throwing rocks at him before and be like, "You killed my brother! Yeah. You killed my brother!" It was a bit
hysterical.
Yeah, and then we fast forward and she's not feeding him grapes, but she comes over and she's like, "Oh dear knight."
Yeah, she's all over him.
We need the prophecy.
Yeah.
The prophecy states that you will come and save us from the evil. Someone will fall from the sky. She did, and save us. And then he looks and goes, First you want to kill me, then you want to kiss me.
Come on, honey.
Blow.
I remember that part.
Come on, honey. Were you gonna make it up?
No, yeah, I was.
And
Merlin's, Merlin's in the background spreading rumors about this. Good rumors, like he's the chosen one. He's the chosen one. That kind of stuff. Yeah. So he's the man now.
He's the man.
And then all of a sudden, there's like a random witch in the room, and she starts fighting him.
Yeah.
And he kicks ass. You remember that one move? he puts the shotgun
behind his back.
Oh, that was badass, actually.
Cool. That was cool. I wish he did that all.
You know what? I wasn't into the movie until he did that, and I was like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. That was a cool move.
I was at that point. I think I was watching it, being like, I think T's checked out.
I was almost checked out until that thing happened. I was like, okay, fine, I'll check back in for a little bit longer.
Okay. And the other thing too that I don't even think that chainsaw that he had to cut his arm off is now part of his
arm.
He fixes it onto his stub or whatever you call it.
Yeah, his nub.
His nub. Anyway,
his stub nub.
I think that's anyway.
And then Merlin tells him, listen, dude, if you want to get back, we got to get this Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
But we got to go on a little journey. Mm-hmm. And
you got to go on a little journey.
Yeah. So he's like, all right, I guess I'll go on a little journey.
Yeah.
And him and the Silver Knights and Merlin go off on a journey.
Hold on a second. No, they don't go. No,
they all go, and then they stop at this one point, and then Merlin's like, you got to say these words.
Yeah.
3 words. I don't remember them. It's like onomatopoeia or something.
Something Becatro Niptu.
Anyway, there's 3 words. They're kind of confusing. And Ash is like, dude, I got it.
He's a cocky guy. Like, he's a very arrogant.
And Merlin's like, no, repeat it like 2 more times, please, Ash. Yeah. And Ash is like, shut up, Merlin.
You repeat it.
Yeah.
And then he gallops off all alone on his trusted steed.
Yeah.
Or on a horse. And into the great unknown.
Now, this part, I got confused. I don't know what the hell was going on.
All right.
And I was checked out for a little bit.
I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, I was checked out a little bit because there's like little guys running, little ashes running around.
So he's in the magical forest. Like, it's, this is kind of the demonic area, and it showed the camera, which is past 2 movies have this camera angle where it's like this zooming through the forest. The camera's meant to be like the demon, and so he kind of gets this feeling sense, maybe sees something, and he starts running and he falls off his horse, starts running, and there's an old windmill. Walks in the old windmill, thinking that he's getting away, but there's little guys that look exactly like him, and
they start kicking his ass. They tie him up.
Ooh, shoot! Tie him up. Damn. And next thing you know, one of them jumps down his throat. And he's like, what? And he pours boiling water, try to kill it. And he's like, ha ha. But that little one starts growing into, like, an eyeball appears on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He starts growing into another him. I can just sense it right now.
Yeah, that was just not funny for me. That was not funny. I was like, well, I don't know what's going on here.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie How to Get Ahead in Advertising?
No.
So it's about this guy. He's in he's a marketing guy, advertising agency guy. He gets a zit, and that zit grows into another head.
That's ridiculous.
It's really funny.
Who's in the movie?
Yeah, man, I have no idea. I can't remember what day it is today, let alone who's in a movie. I'm surprised I actually managed to get through these video reviews.
Hey, man, I saw a really good movie the other day.
What'd you see?
47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves.
Come on, man. Well, we can maybe talk about that after.
Okay, fine. Well, you just talk about a movie?
You just saw it?
You're just talking about a zit movie.
You didn't just see that movie.
I just saw it.
No, for the first time.
I might have seen it a long time ago.
You did.
But I just really recently watched it.
Of course it's good, man.
You talking about zits? I can't talk about Keanu?
No,
Canadian legend?
You know what?
It's kind of mean, bro.
No, hey.
No. You know what? Let's go on. And then...
You my boy?
All right, cool. Thespians.
That's my dog.
Thespians.
Anyway, so that grows into like another one. It breaks off of him, and then
there's 2 ashes.
2 ashes.
And one's the bad ash, and one's the good ash. And what happens? Oh yeah, he ends up stealing the book.
One's a fine ash. One's a not so fine ash.
One's a rough ash.
and kills the guy, gets away. He's like, I got away, and he sees the book.
Wait, I got one more. One's a stinky ash. Anyways,
okay. And he sees the book. It's in a graveyard. Goes up to the book. There's a couple there. He kind of messes with a few of them. He almost gets sucked in. A few other things happen. I forget what one of them flies, which is to me, like, I mean, I thought that was funny because it's a book that flies and starts biting him, and And then finally he's like, after going through the 2 books that aren't the one that he's supposed to get, he's like, this has got to be it. Picks it up, or before he picks it up, he recites the words.
Oh, yeah.
Sacra Decreto.
Didn't say it right.
Didn't say it right.
Forgot the words.
And then he's like, because it started with an N. You remember this?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's an N word. And I'm thinking like, is this movie gonna go there right now? Like, I get that this was made like early 90s.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's an N word. It's an N word. And then rather than say the word,
He just kind of like coughs, like, it's cool, right?
And he's like, okay, I said it. And he didn't say either N words. He didn't say the one that he was supposed to or the N word. And anyway, he takes the book and all hell breaks loose. Oh, hell breaks loose. People coming out of the ground.
The army of the dead is waking.
And so he's like, what? Merlin knows something's up. So Ash takes his horse, gallops back, gets back right away. Merlin's like, I was like, bruh, what did you do? And he's like, did you say the words? And Ash is like, of course.
I kind of said the words.
Basically, he said the words.
Merlin's like, you didn't say the words.
You didn't say the words, man. Now he's like, we got an army of the dead now that is going to be hunting this book. And Ash is like, not my problem.
Yeah, he's like, listen, we had a deal. I bring you the book, you send me back.
You send me back, yeah.
And then they have a little chit chat, and what happened? Did they change their minds?
They have a chit chat, and they're like, no. But then the leader steps in, Arthur steps in, and is like, no, we are loyal and honest men. We shall keep our words. If you are going to be a pussy and you want to go home, then go home. We don't need you.
Yeah.
So they're going to send him back. But then... Sheila.
Oh, yeah. Sheila? Oh, yeah.
Sheila,
the fine honey, his love interest.
Honey. She's like, yeah, I still have faith in you.
Yeah. And he's like, damn.
He's like, I can't do it, Sheila. Like, leave me alone, Sheila. And then out of nowhere, swab, like an evil creature. Swab.
Yeah, with wings, a winged like demon.
Yeah, and comes and
do the thing again. Do the.
Swab. Yeah. I was at the gym today. I was doing some chest there.
I could tell, bro. Wow.
And
picks up Sheila,
takes Sheila away, and I mean, like,
Ash is distraught.
Yeah, she's kind of upset because he's trying to play off that. He's like, Sheila, I just got to get home. That's it. None of you people care. Like, don't care about any of it.
But he cares a little bit.
He does care. And then we see, just as panic's about to set in, they're talking about just leaving the castle. He's like, nah, we're staying. I'm going to send one of my boys out to see if Jacob the Red or whatever.
Yeah, the red team's cool with us because we let him go.
Yeah, because the red team.
So they can help us fight.
Come and help us fight. And he's like, we're gonna really crack down on this. And then it goes into that whole, like, I feel like it was like a Rocky movie. Remember,
yeah, they're like getting ready. Yeah, they're getting ready. Like,
up on the streets.
They get Ash's car. They manufacture this like demon car, like make it real cool and crazy. And then they like manufacture gunpowder and I don't know what else, right?
Did they?
Yeah, they got gunpowder.
Oh yeah, because he had a chemistry book in the back of his car that also was sucked in.
Yeah. So they get like all the battlements ready.
They ready.
And then they see the army of darkness is coming.
Right.
And they start popping off these little gunpowder arrows that start blowing off skeletons in the army of darkness.
We're like the army of light.
That's right.
You and I. Eh? My boy.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm looking at you. I'm like, man, like, because when I saw you today, it was overcast outside, and then all of a sudden I thought the clouds parted and the sun was coming up, but then I looked over, it was just you walking out of your building. And I was like, man,
beautiful. Wow,
that guy's radiant.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
So
that's nice to hear on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, man. Hey, you're my boy. And then as we always do, I cracked the window a bit, and I was
yeah.
Oh!
And I started going,
yeah, my dog. Yeah. And anyway, so
what's happening? And then the Army of Darkness gets, I don't know, they get like on the Eastern Front, so they're like kicking more ass.
And they've built an army.
Yeah.
And who's running the army? I'm pretty sure that's
the Bad Ash.
The Bad Ash.
Yeah.
Is that who? Yeah, because he has shotgun pellets in his face, but he's all like period. And he has somehow humped. They don't show how, but I feel like he humped the fine Sheila.
Really?
To the point where she became an evil witch.
You know what? I don't know if maybe I was checked out a little bit. He ends up banging her?
No, but they show him like he's humping her.
So he's banging her. What does that mean?
No, what do you mean?
What do you mean humping?
What? When I say when you're
Is he dry humping her?
Hey, listen, when you were 16, you're like, yo, what's up, baby? You want to hump?
Yeah, but Ash isn't 16.
Were you talking about banging her? No, you weren't. You just wanted to like, you put on
Dude,
some
this
Ursula
guy's
and you were just like, I don't see, or some R. Kelly. R. Kelly, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping ride.
Yeah, but this bad Ash is a demon, so he's definitely banging her.
Yeah, but remember, well, probably.
He banged her, and she became a witch, right?
That's pretty cool.
Okay. So Sheila is now like a crazy witch.
Crazy witch.
And she's on the dark side as well.
Yeah, and they all show up, and they're ready to go. These people are ready to go, but good Ash.
Good Ash.
Fine Ash. I gotta stop saying that now. I gotta stop. Because fine is only reserved for the finest of things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And
Arthur.
Arthur.
Do him.
As you once said to me, or to you, if nothing more than to do this is for the right of the willing.
Hey, can we stop for a second? Listen, I saw a video of you recently.
What? Which one?
Was it like at a Korean place or a Chinese place? You were doing a little bit. It felt like a cafeteria hall.
Yeah.
And you were doing karaoke.
I was invited to
grocery store cafeteria karaoke. Is that what you were doing? And you had Gigi on your lap.
Yeah, we walked into a grocery store. It was called like.
I wish I was there with you.
I wish I could give a. Oh man, we got to go.
I'd be in the back dancing for you, dude. I would be right there with you.
No, I needed a duet. I've always wanted to do "She's Gone" by Hall & Oates. Duet that song. But if any of y'all know that song, if you don't, look it up because it's a great.
I don't know the words, but I can have to look at the screen.
Yeah, it's a great. Anyway, a great tune. And but we could duet. This place was it had like a seafood, like a big seafood bar thing. And I've been like, I thought it was Chinese to be honest with you before I went in, and I've been just like I have this like desire to eat eggplant for the past 2 weeks, and I haven't been able.
So wait, where was this? Markham? Scarborough.
Or
was it a plaza or something?
It's like Eglinton and like by Victoria Park, a few blocks down.
Oh.
We'll go. Anyway.
What's it called? Do you know?
I just told you. I something about seafood, but
I think I know what you're talking about, dude. It seems like a nicer plaza.
Let me talk to these people. Like,
why you yell at me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to explain it to both of y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Anyways.
You know what? Let's get back to the movie.
No, hold on.
We can do this at the end.
This is important because it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
This place is a grocery store with like a food line with all sorts of like squid and like crispy like pork belly, like
some good stuff.
Yeah, eggplant filled out. Now this is gonna be a tough one for some people out there. I'm just gonna say it really quick. I don't want to spend too long on this, but like Filipino food is just like a not as tasty option as
I've had Filipino.
I love Filipino food. Don't get me wrong. This is a hot take right now. Or what do you call it? What do you call it when you got something that's
controversial?
I'm just a big Chinese food guy.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I love just Chinese food, and a lot of what I had last night was similar to a lot of some of the Chinese food that I've eaten a lot of Chinese food, but I just felt like there's just something missing.
Really?
Anyway, great place. I will go back. I should not be talking down about.
Maybe you should tell everybody what the place is.
Oh, it's a grocery store that has karaoke.
Yeah.
So we ate dinner. I was there with a fine African lady. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she was fine. And she's the mother of my daughter, and my little girl.
That was a great video.
We sang "Share." Do you believe in life after love?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, my little girl and I. Karaoke. So it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
Let's get back on track here. And then the Army of Darkness is sort of taking over. They're winning. What does Ash do? Oh, then the red team arrives
up.
and they start kicking ass. Ash starts kicking ass.
Yes.
What happens then? Ash wins?
I fell asleep. And I fell asleep and I rewound it and I fell asleep again. Like I only missed maybe the last like 5-10 minutes.
Now I watched it, but I don't really know what happened. I think they just beat...
No. I remember. It's really quick. Like the battle ends,
battle
and
ends.
then like they send him back.
He goes for a little walk with Sheila, probably, you know.
Sheila.
Woo.
Sheila's back to life. Sheila's back.
She's
to
back to not being a witch, just being a regular fine female.
And probably just a regular witch.
Yeah, it's a regular witch, not like a demon witch. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. She seems really sweet.
Yeah.
And then so he's booked back to the to present time or to his day.
Yeah.
And he's back at the... Wait, he was supposed to say the words.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't say the words again. He messed it up.
So where does he end up?
He goes back to his like his hometown, and he's in the store. He works at like a department store in
yeah.
And
and then there's another demon witch that shows up, and he beats her up.
Yeah.
And then he starts making out with this new fine honey.
So fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, a bit different than what we're used to as far as what T and I are used to.
But it's fun.
It's a good one. If you haven't seen any of the Evil Dead movies and you haven't seen Army of Darkness, I would highly recommend it.
Now listen.
Hey, all I'm doing right now, I'm talking and listening. Those are the only two things I'm doing.
Next episode, let's go to a Japanese restaurant and we'll review the Japanese restaurant. Maybe Japanese soup, ramen.
Oh, okay.
I know a spot.
Do you?
Yeah. And
Okay.
next movie we're going to do, I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be good.
I feel like, what is it? Like 47 Ronin?
I think so.
You'd already made your mind up before.
No, hey.
Did you run this by the higher ups yet?
I'm very flexible.
You did, didn't you?
I'm very flexible. We'll have to run it by the board of directors.
Yeah, we'll have to. That's, I mean...
The board, got the final say.
Yeah.
We have some sway, but...
Yeah, we have a bit of
It's
push.
a big company now, so...
Yeah. It's just, there's so many moving pieces.
What else did you do after that restaurant, by the way, the Chinese restaurant? I'm a little sad I wasn't there. I'm not going to lie to you. That video was great. That was a lot
of fun, man. Who would have thought that? So I'm convinced that there was people that weren't eating in like the food area. Like it's just a giant grocery store.
It seemed like there was like a bit of a crowd around the cafeteria watching.
Well, that's because they had that. There was like they had fresh grilled, like these giant whole squids. Oh my goodness.
Really?
Oh, they had so many cool things. Like all sorts of, I don't know.
Maybe I'll go check it out.
Like suya, or not suya, I don't know what they call it, but like just like kebab kind of style. Okay. I don't know.
Interesting.
It was a lot of fun. Who would have thought that karaoke in a grocery store would have been so...
Who found this spot, you or...
We were going to go to another place that was like beside this building, but we walked in and they're like, oh, which all-you-can-eat option do you want? I was like, I don't want to... Like, I'm always down to eat all-you-can-eat, but I'm not always down to pay for all-you-can-eat when I'm not ready to eat.
Yeah. This is all-you-can-eat?
No, this wasn't.
Okay.
So I was like, we'll do this another time. Let's go somewhere else. And it was noodles. That's what kind of caught our eye. It was a big sign with like noodles. And so we walked in. Holy smokes, tons of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, March 6th, my baby's coming.
Woo!
It can happen anytime now.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it could. I don't know. Couldn't it?
Should I start mapping out like routes to the hospital?
Nah, we're okay. It's so close.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want me, like, if you need me,
I want you to. You know what? I want you.
My boy, the doctor's sick. We need someone to help with the baby.
For the next 2 weeks, I want you to just stay here, sleep here, and be on call. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Is that it, you think? Hey, thanks for the coffee. This, case, usually we get Tim Hortons coffee, black.
I actually always just bring instant coffee from home because I'm...
Why don't you get me one then?
I'm frugal. I always just get you coffee.
Why don't you get me instant coffee too, dog?
Well, because... Yeah,
you know what? I'll just bring my own coffee next time.
No. I like it's the routine, man. I like going
I feel rude now. I don't want you
What
to
are you talking about? You're
Dude,
my
you know
boy,
what?
man.
Next time you come here, I'll bring you a coffee.
No.
How's that sound?
No, because I'm particular. I like a certain brand of instant coffee.
What's that?
Maxwell House.
Is that right?
I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
I do No Name. I do Walmart.
But this guy went and got me a very boutique, high-end coffee. It's called Circle K. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it.
Yeah.
It's an international brand.
Yeah.
But it's a very high-end brand.
Yeah.
Out of, I think, Sicily.
Yeah, and I was really taken by it because I called you today. I was like, am I doing coffees? You're like, yeah, you're doing coffees. I was like, my boy, how do you like your coffee? He's like, I like my coffee like I like my nuts.
Okay.
And I was like, immediately I was taken aback, and I was like, listen,
I didn't say
like,
that.
and then you clarified. You're like, my chestnuts. I like my coffee. I love my coffee roasted.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you for Thespian Thoughts.
Hey, can I add a few things here?
Okay.
Just kind of, we're on this whole coffee journey.
I feel like the longer we go, you're going to say something offside, and then we're going to get canceled.
No. You know what the good thing about being canceled is? You can always.
What's the opposite of canceled?
I'm just trying to figure that out. Approved?
Yeah. You can
or
reapproved, maybe?
Or released?
No, not released. I would say approved. I don't know.
Okay. So, everybody hates a line, eh? And usually we do this podcast early in the morning. 7, what time do we? 7, quarter to 8.
Yeah, this
Saturday morning. Today, your boy wanted to hit the gym.
No, that's right. Yo, you looking swole, bro. Looking swole. I hit the gym too this morning. But you are looking better. Wow.
So we bumped it up about an hour. Yeah. And I was not ready for people to be out and about. I mean, it's Saturday morning. People are going to be doing some stuff. But I showed up to Tim Hortons, and I was like, okay, there's probably going to be a line, but that's okay. I don't enjoy waiting in lines. I don't think many people enjoy waiting in a line.
Sucks.
Unless you're waiting behind somebody who's like, oh, tap, shoot, tap. What? Just kidding.
Where's the story going?
Man, I'll tell you, I pulled into the parking lot. The parking lot was jammed, man. I had to back up.
Damn.
Yeah. I got a back-in mirror thing, or back-in video screen at least.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, man.
Yeah, very nice.
I call it a back-in mirror because it's like this big.
You gotta get right in there to look?
Yeah, if I look too long, I back into shit. Excuse my language.
Okay, is that it, you think?
I think that's it. All right. My boy. Beep, beep.